Hi, Adrienne here. I have been using Redbubble a lot nowadays, and I thought I will create a tutorial area where I will show you how you can build up your own Redbubble store, how you can add artworks, designs, how to use titles, tags, to be more foundable in the searches so you can sell more of your artworks. In this current video, I will show you the uploading process, and in later videos I will get more into details about tags, about how you can create collections, how to add journals, and more. I hope you will find these videos helpful. If you have any questions about Redbubble, let me know in the comments. Now, since video is about uploading a new design you have created, I will show you this. First of all, I am already logged into Redbubble. The registration is very easy, so I will not show that. You register either with email or using your Facebook account, and once you are logged into the system, your photo will be shown right here in the upper corner of the website. Move your mouse there and you will see a menu appearing. Now from the menu, I choose Add New Work to add the new design. Here you have three options. You can upload to all products. This is what we will use now. Or if you want to create a calendar or a written work, you have separate buttons to do that. I want to upload raccoon illustration, so I will just click on this and I will choose my artwork and click open, and as you can see, it's uploading the design. And this is really a cool function of Redbubble. You can add all products at the same time, and this is very helpful. Now, as you can see, my design is not looking good at each of these products, so I will set these manually, each one of them, so that it looks the best on each product. Or if a product if my design doesn't fit a product, I will not allow that product to be purchased. I would like if my customers would have a nice experience in my shop, so I will only show products that look nice. So I have uploaded a PNG file which has a transparent background, as you can see here in the sample image. It's if you are uploading to clothing, t-shirts, it's better to have artwork design that has transparent background, because if you are uploading a painting, for example, to a t-shirt, and that painting is A4 sized painting, for example, and the shape is rectangular, it will not look good on a t-shirt. It's better if you, for example, somehow could cut out the main focal point or the main character of the painting and remove some of the backgrounds, so it looks better on the t-shirt. That's something to think about if you have paintings and similar artworks. Now let's start with t-shirts first. Here you will see disable, enable buttons. If you see the disable button, the red one, that means that the that product is already enabled. If you click on it, it will fade, the color will fade, and the button will change to enable, because right now this has been disabled. Okay, I will now enable it and I will click edit. If you click edit, you can edit that those kind of products that's under that category. For example, here clothing, you will see the preview image and here there are two tabs you can choose from. The first has the options to choose style, color, size of the product, the image size on the product, how to where to put the illustration, so alignment options, and also you can upload a different artwork for this category. You can use this for every product category. If you want to or you need to, you can create a specific version for that kind of product and upload that separately. I will show you an example later. This is what you can do here. Here is the style options. If you click any of them, you will see that the image changes. And you can see how your artwork, how your design will look on each of these products. Here, t-shirts. Choose whichever you like, and you can also choose for t-shirts the front or the back. You can decide where you want to put your design. I want to put it on the front. Now when you align your illustration for t-shirts, it's better if the design is a bit more close to the top part, as I have set it here, because if you put it more downwards, the design will fall into the stomach area, and that doesn't look good. It's better if it is higher, not too high of course, but a bit higher. You can come back after you save your progress and you submit your products to be viewed in your shop. You can still come back and edit them. So if you see the illustration, the t-shirts on the model later, you didn't like how you have placed some of the you have placed the illustration on some of the products, you can come back and you can change it. So it's okay if you don't get it right for the first time. If you want to use the systems to set your illustration to the center, horizontally you click the horizontal button. If you want to center it vertically, use the vertically button. I only use the horizontally right now. Of course, if your image wasn't centered when you created the illustration, then you can use the horizontally or vertically settings. It will not be set actually to the center because it was off to begin with. Now what else do I want to show you? Colors. If you click on the colors, you can see how your design will look like on each of these color backgrounds. Some colors fit well with your illustration, and some, as here you can see here, will not work with your illustration. There is a color availability button here. If you click this, you can choose which colors to enable for the customers to choose from and which one not to use. Of course, the customer can go ahead and try out these colors and decide if he or she likes it or not. For this illustration, light colors work better. Red is not so good. That's better. So you can play with this. I will not remove all of these right now. I just wanted to show you how this works. Choose the color that you want to use as the main color. When someone sees your product, this is what will be shown. Here is the size on product option. You can also use this to change the size of your illustration. That's good. And once you are done with this kind of product or product category, hit apply changes. That's very important. Now let's go back, because here is the second tab that we should take a look at. Here you can set the prices, and here you can enable or disable each of the product that is within that product category. So in this case, under clothing, we have different t-shirts, hoodies, kids clothes. I want this design to be available for kids clothes, so I click on it. The markup is set for 20%. I like that. That's fine with me. I hit apply changes again. Now you should go one by one and set each product so it will look great, and really spend some time on each one so the customer will have a nice time when looking at your shop, your products. Chiffon tops will be a new addition to Redbubble. I will not enable this one because I am not sure how this top will look like in real, and maybe my design will not fit that chiffon top. However, graphic t-shirts, I want to enable this. And here you can see there is a background color, and this time we can set manually a background color. I will use this color, and I will change the size of my design, set it how I like it. Here is a repeat option. I will show you now what this does. When you have illustration that looks good as a pattern, then you can use the repeat button to create a pattern out of it. You can resize the illustration and create a pattern basically. The pattern can be changed. You have these two options. It defines how the illustration itself is repeated. Or you can click on none to get only one from your image. Okay. If it looks good, hit apply changes. I will change the color here to this color. Now there are stickers and there is nothing to set here. The price is already set everywhere. The markup to 20%. If you want, you can change it, of course. Phone cases and cases has the same settings, color settings, size settings. When you are designing here, take a look at the preview image at the top part, because you can see it more well how it will look like on the real product. So I like to use this preview here and this preview here as well. Here in the style, when you are adding items for the phone cases, I suggest you try more of these cases to see how it will look like on the different models. When you set one for one phone case, all the other will be set as well. So these are connected. There is only one setting for all. So if you go and edit iPhone 5C and you move your design, let's say, to the right, and you go back to the Samsung Galaxy S3, the design is also there. So this is something to keep in your mind when putting the design on the products. Okay, so just go through the list and see if they are looking good or not. If one of them looks absolutely not good, you can disable it. Well, here we have only iPhone and Galaxy cases categories, so you can only disable a full category, not each one, or only one from the cases. Okay, I think it looks good. Yes, and when you are adding the design to the cases, phone cases, Samsung cases have cutouts here at the bottom, and they usually have a cutout at the center here, and this usually cuts out a big part, usually from the main focal point of your artworks if you have paintings. So check if the character's face has been cut out, for example, because that will not look good. I have seen cases where this happened and that didn't look good. So if you see it, remove it. Now we have prints, cards, posters. If you click at it, you can change the background color here as well, and also align your illustration. There are many products here: posters, art prints, frame pins, cards. So tons of options here, which is great. Apply changes every time, that's important. We have pillows and tote bags. I will quickly set the color. and align it. I like to use my eyes and not just use the system's alignment buttons, because it's not always, will not always look the best that way. Okay, laptop skins. Take note that here in laptop skins there are these dashed lines. That means different products have different sizes, and that's what is shown here, if I am correct, hopefully. But you can see what will be on the product and what will be not. The darker area is the bleed area, so that will be cut off. Okay, apply. I will not enable do it. I don't think that my design will look good on do it, because I have added an I love raccoons text for this illustration, so it doesn't fit that product. I leave it disabled. Now for mugs, I will not use this on mug either. Maybe I will create a special illustration for the mugs, where I will put two raccoons, one into the left side and one to the right side, so there will be two raccoons and two texts on this mug. That's what I will go for. So for the time being I will disable this. That will be a different tutorial when I will show you how to do that. Okay, travel mugs. I will use this. Okay, you can choose here the default view for the mug and for the travel mug as well, and this will be shown to the customer when he clicks on travel mugs. Try to select one that shows your item from the best view. So either the face of the character is visible or the text. In my case, none of them gives justice. I will go with this one, but none of them is perfect here. Okay, there are leggings, which are really cool, but my design again doesn't fit it. And I will not add the skirt as well, and I will disable these scarves too. Tablet cases skins is good for me. Here again you can try out all the different cases to see how your design will look on it. Once you are ready, apply changes. Now drawstring bags. If you have a pattern that will look really great on this one, I will now just add my design simple like this. Notebooks are nice. Sometimes I like to put the design in a different spot, not just to the center. Okay, and hardcover journals are quite tricky. I will show you why. First of all, it's double-sided. If you only want to put it to the opening side, that's easy, but if you want to add it to both sides, sometimes the gap between the two is too big and you cannot center it correctly, and here, this part here is not shown too well on the preview image here because it's actually bigger. In some cases, if you have artwork, for example a painting that's not a transparent artwork but has a full background, then you will see the margin here, and you can give a different, when you set the background color, it will be here different color, and like a real book it will look so nice. But in this case you cannot see that background. I am not sure if you understand this, but let's just say it's tricky to set this up well. I will now just put my design only once on this. I think it's better if you create a specific image for just for this one if you want it to be double-sided. That's the right way to do it. And what I want to show you is that here I wanted to center it, and oops, and that's why you cannot use this guideline, because it will not be centered that way correctly. You see how big the space here is? That doesn't look good. So always check each of these preview images and see if your artwork looks good on board or not. Okay, we have finished with the products, and now I will add the title, description and tags. I will just copy these because I have already written them, and in a later video maybe I will talk a bit more about how to fill these texts out. Okay, so I need a title. It's good if you have these descriptions, tags, titles collected somewhere, because you can easily reuse them, especially if you have more shops. Maybe you have a Zazzle store, Society 6 store. You can go ahead and use it again and again, and it will be, you will need less time to post a new product. Okay, once you have added your text, choose the media. In this case I will choose design and illustration, and maybe I can also click on digital art since it was made digitally. I have already set up sub collections. If you have collections, you can choose which collection to add your new artwork. Also, if you are part of some groups, you can send your new artwork into these groups so they can decide if they want your artwork or design or not. I will not do this right now. Okay, we have 3 more settings to go. Default view means when a customer clicks on your illustration from in the search or from your storefront, you can tell the system, tell Redbubble, which product to show first. I like to set it to t-shirts. I have not yet decided which one to go with. I try out one, and if I like it I will leave it that way. If not, then I will go back and change to a different one. I will go with classic t-shirts right now. Who can view this work? Anybody, so it's public, that's what I want. Or you can set it private if you still want to work on it, on the products. Maybe you don't want to upload it until, or you don't want to show it to the public until you are sure that it looks fine and great in every view and in every product type. Now, last thing to do is this mature content? No, it's not. Click it. If it is, then yes, of course, click yes. But in my case it's no, and once you click save work, it will start the saving process. This takes a bit of time, and once it is done, it will be, your products will be available for customers, and we can see how it really looks on the models. I like to take a look at here how the t-shirts look like, if it's not too up and not too down. Maybe I can move this down a bit. But in this case this is placed well. It's different for each product. I will I think move it down. If you want to edit your product, you can do it here in the top right part. Click edit. It will load all the settings you have already done, and I want to set the t-shirts to be a bit lower. Okay, apply changes, go to the bottom part of the page and hit save work as well. And now you can see here's the delete work. If you want to remove your artwork and all the products which you have set this artwork on from your shop and from Redbubble, and then hit click delete work. And if you don't want to change anything, then just hit cancel. And it's really cool that here is the link for your new product. You can also see here it in the URL. This is what you should share with others, or click the share button here. That's an option too. Now it looks a bit better. Okay, it's fine. Cases are fine as well. Wall art. You see, this is what I I have told you, that the face is not visible here. That's maybe something that I will change. So basically just take a look at each of the finished products, see if they look good or not. If something doesn't look good, change it. You can click on each of the products and they will be visible bigger, in a bigger size. And if there are more preview images, you can also take a look at those. And as you can see, I have removed some colors. We did that first, in the first part of the tutorial, and those colors are hidden from the customer to choose from. so you can limit the palette as you like. And one other thing to note, at the moment customers can only choose colors for the clothings. Everything else is fixed, as you've seen that I set for each product this grayish color. That set, they cannot change it. It would be pretty cool if there would be a new feature on Redbubble where we could set this, so customers could choose their own background colors if they don't like the one we just set, right? Because one background color is just one background color, and there are millions of people with millions of interests and styles, and they would like to, I believe they want to change a color so that it fits their own style. So that would be a great feature for Redbubble. So this was the tutorial. This is how you can upload a new design and put it on the different products. Spend some time on this. Be sure that each of them looks good on each product, and that will encourage customers to spend more time in your shop, and maybe they will buy something from you as well. If you like this tutorial, please click on the thumb up button and subscribe if you would like to see more tutorials like this one. I hope this video was helpful to you. See you next time. Bye bye.